ለመማር ወደ ትምህርት ተቋም መሄድ ግድ አይደለም።
ናሽናል አቪዬሽን ኮሌጅ
ራሳችሁን ከኮሮና ቫይረስ ወረርሽኝ እየጠበቃችሁ በቤታችሁ ወይም በተመቻችሁ ቦታ
በኢንተርኔት አማካኝነት በኦንላይን ትምህርታችሁን መከታተል ይቻላል።
ካናዳ ከሚገኘው ኢንተርናሽናል ኤር ትራንስፖርት አሶሲዬሽን አያታና
ከእንግሊዙ ኢንስቲትዩት ኦፍ ኮመርሻል ማኔጅመንት ICM ጋር በመተባበር የሚሰጡ ትምህርቶችን ተከታትላችሁ በ6 ወር ጊዜ በዓለም አቀፍ ደረጃ ተቀባይነት ያለውን የስልጠና ማስረጃ ባለቤት መሆን ይቻላል።
ከኢትዮጵያ ሲቪል አቪዬሽን ባለስልጣን ሙሉ ዕውቅና ባገኘንባቸው የፍላይት ኦፕሬሽን እና የሆስተስ ስልጠናም በምዝገባ ላይ ነን።
ጥያቄና መልስ፣ የክፍል ስራዎች ብሎም ፈተና መፈተን ክፍል ውስጥ እንዳላችሁ አይነት
ልምድ ባላቸው መምህራን እየተማራችሁ
በኦንላይን ባላችሁበት ቦታ
አድራሻ ከ22 ማዞሪያ ወደ ሾላ ገበያ በሚወስደው መንገድ 150 ሜትር ገባ ብሎ ናሽናል አቪዬሽን ኮሌጅ
የናሽናል ኤርዌይስ እህት ኩባንያ
ህልሞን እውን ያደርጋል።
Previously, we have seen about the nature of government, the roles of government or the functions, and we have seen about theories of citizenship, and hope that different theorists theorizes about citizenship, okay, in different perspectives. We have seen about the liberal, the republican, the communitarian, and so and so. Today we will see about modes or ways of acquiring and loss of citizenship. What are the modes of acquiring citizenship, and when we lose citizenship? Therefore, and we have seen previously the definition of citizenship and the relationship or the hood of the state and a citizen. We have seen it, okay? Just we are a citizen of a state, we do have rights and directly with responsibilities. We have seen that. So, how we can acquire citizenship? Hope that you do have a hint of how we can. Okay, you do have previous know-how of acquisition of citizenship. Okay, so citizenship, as we have said, a legal member of a political community or that territorial state. Just after having that, okay? So, let's see it. Ways of acquiring citizenship. Citizenship right was one of the rights granted to individuals by Universal Declaration of the 1948. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights adopted in 1948, okay, emphasized about the ways of acquiring of citizenship, okay? It's not to make an individual stateless. Therefore, to attach a person with a respective state, there is a declaration of Universal Declaration, okay? According to this declaration, Article 15, okay, say that everyone has a right to a nationality. Everyone has, okay, has a right to nationality, and that no one shall be arbitrarily, okay, haphazardly deprived of his nationality. Everyone has, yeah. Everyone has a right to nationality, and that no one shall be arbitrarily deprived of, okay, deprived of, snatched off, okay, loss of his nationality. Therefore, in the following sections, we will discuss the ways of acquiring and losing of citizenship. Now let's see first the acquisition of citizenship, how we can. Now, since the grant of citizenship remains within the discretion of that state, the grant of citizenship remains with the discretion of the state concerned. The means of acquiring a particular state citizenship vary from country to country, vary from state to state, okay? Vary from constitutional principles of a state and another state. However, what makes all the same? However, the common ways of acquiring citizenship can be grouped into two. That is citizenship by birth or bloodline, okay, or through inherent and citizenship through naturalization or by law and by blood. And hope that you know this. So, citizenship from birth or blood or of origin. Yeah, you know it. I think we'll go through this roughly. How we can acquire citizenship. You have learned a lot in your lower grades. So now it's a mere brainstorming and it's updating. So citizenship from birth or blood, okay, or from inheritance. Therefore, individuals can get citizenship, okay, or such status of a particular state either because he or she is born in the territorial administration of that, or his or her mother or her father. Therefore, citizenship by birth is, okay, someone has to have a blood ties either or both of his parents, either his mom, his dad, or if both of them. You know it. There are two principles of citizenship from birth, commonly known as a Latin term, jus soli, okay, the law or the rights of soil, and jus sanguinis, of blood, okay, jus soli and jus sanguinis. What's jus soli? The right of soil. These rights, the jus soli, mostly it concerned with the states of America. If you have, by chance, your mom is there, unfortunately, your mom, within her own stay in the United States of America, and give birth of, okay, her infant, then immediately the infant will get a citizenship of America. Okay? Yeah. Vertically and horizontally. While you are horizontally, the ship or some submarines might be, and some other cases. Unfortunately, within this transportation system and within this, the radius of the United States of America, if you have get a chance to be, let's say a chance, of being there, you will have get the citizenship of United States of America, jus soli. Whereas jus sanguinis mean that the rights of blood. Either your mom or dad is an American, you can get a citizenship of America. Either your mom or dad is a citizen of Ethiopia, you will get a citizen of Ethiopians. Okay? Therefore, that's whereas jus soli is a principle whereby an individual is permitted to obtain citizenship status of a particular state because he or she was born in the territorial administration. Whereas jus sanguinis is a norm where citizenship is acquired claiming one's parents' citizenship status. Yeah, simple. However, usually could not apply the children born from a diplomats and refugees. What makes it a special case? Usually, you will not get a citizenship of, for instance, America. If your mom or dad is an ambassador, an Ethiopian ambassador in America will just marry his spouse either from Kenya or Ethiopia. If you born there, okay, yeah, I mean of your parents are, yeah, that ambassadorship or commission or diplomat having that, if you get born there, you will not get American citizenship because your parents are there because of this mission. Okay, yeah, for office work or for timing, diplomatic or ambassadorship. What if a refuge? If you are at a refuge for a temporary refuge in your stay or asylum, okay, you will not get that host of citizenship. Children born from, look, born from diplomats in a host state where usually is allowed do not have the right to claim citizenship status of the host country because of the two special principles, international diplomatic communities, okay, or extraterritoriality and inviolability principles. Children born from diplomats in a host state where usually is allowed, okay, do not have the right to claim a citizenship status of that host country because of two special principles, that's international and then extraterritoriality. Extraterritoriality and inviolability principles. Therefore, these ones, Jusoli and Junsanguis. Jusoli, the rights of citizenship of being stayed there or being suddenly born there. Whereas Jusanguins is a Latin term, the rights of blood, of the blood relationship of you, either or both of your parents. Now, how one can acquire citizenship by naturalization? Yeah, this one is legal principles. Okay, legal principles. Not through blood, not through touching of that state soil or having rest, having a footprint of that soil. But this citizenship is by naturalization or by law. Okay. This citizenship, this acquisition of citizenship is a legal process by which foreigners become citizens of another country through application, through claiming, and through other means. The common sub-principles of acquiring citizenship through naturalization or law are the following. One might be political case. Okay? Yeah, if you are seek asylum in political persecution, political harassment, political intimidation, or other cases, political cases, through time, through process, you will get it. Political case, cession, merger, or subjugation again. If a country secedes, okay, yeah, deviate from another country, for instance, political case. Once Eritrea and Ethiopia was within a state of Ethiopia. But through time, Ethiopia says just Eritrea or vice versa, Ethiopia secede from, okay, yeah. Therefore, Eritrea secede from Ethiopia, then those Ethiopians once became Eritreans, okay, and citizens even, okay, born either of an Ethiopian or an Eritrean accordingly will be decided by the law. Therefore, while a country secede or divide or extradite from a previous state, therefore, the new citizenship will be acquired. That's political case. Or while two countries become a state or a country, that's merge. While two countries are merging, therefore, new citizenship will be acquired. The other is subjugation, because of our manner, discipline, crime, and so and so. Sometimes we will be subjugated our citizenship from a state. We'll see it. Such subjugation might be through treason, highest level crime, and others. Others is grant on application. Grant on application. We will apply citizenship. Then, accordingly, through different principles, through process, we will get citizenship through application. Through marriage, some countries allowed if a citizen of that country is getting married with another citizen of spouse, then her spouse will get a citizen of that country. Marriage. Marriage. And legitimization. The legitimization of or adoption of. While you have get an adoption of. While children of Ethiopia will get legitimization or adoption by the adult, Americans. Then once they are adopted, by that Americans, through time, these children will get the American citizenship, or the British citizenship, or the Greece, or the Chinese citizenship, and then reintegration or restoration. Once we lost citizenship, then we can restore again citizenship. Reintegration or restoration. Restoration in different ways. You will restore your citizenship. Once voluntarily will quit your citizenship, but one upon a time again, you will update your citizenship to be a member of that. Renewal. So, how citizenship by political case? Citizenship by political case is a process by which an individual person acquires citizenship of a certain state following the conquest or cession of a territory. As I told you, in case of a particular territory is merged or subjugated by another country, people will domiciled in that territory would acquire any citizenship, as I told you. Example of the Ethio-Eritrean, statehoodness. The Ethio-Eritrean statehoodness. Today, these peoples of Eritreans once was peoples of Ethiopians. But as a matter of fact, a big event has been made. That event is association of two countries. Therefore, that makes a political decision. Once a person was an Ethiopian, now became a person of an Eritrean, or peoples of Ethiopia now become peoples of Eritrea. So, besides, in case of secession, in case of secession, option may be given. What kind of option might be here? You can assume. Could it be an Ethiopian or an Eritrean? Therefore, you will have a chance to choose either a country's citizenship. Then you can decide. Sometimes might be by force. When there is no democracy, then rulers or governors will prioritize or make you propertize to be a subject of that government. You will be propertized. You will be a subject. So without your will, you will be confiscated and then merged to the state. But when there is real democracy, chance will be delivered or forwarded, and then you'll choose. So, yeah, I need to be a citizen of this. You'll say, no, I need not to be a citizen of that. Let me say. Therefore, let's now discuss the remaining ways of acquiring citizenship, and this about a case of Ethiopia. A case of Ethiopia. We know that before the 1930, there was not officially inscribed legal document that deals with citizenship. Before the first written constitution of Ethiopia, obeys that there was not official inscribed legal document, okay, to reclaim you as a member of that or not. But following the first written constitution of Ethiopia, the 1931 constitution, there was legal principles set there. And therefore, later on, Ethiopian citizenship adopted as a legal document names of Ethiopian nationality law. Okay, a document later on adopted Ethiopian nationality law. Again, recently, this nationality law has replaced by another legal document called Ethiopian Nationality Proclamation number 378, okay, /2003. Okay, this proclamation is established and announced within a Nagarit Gazette in this 2003 with a number of 378. And which was this adopted by the House of People's Representatives? Yes? Let's continue. So this proclamation, we have seen it about. The first was, okay, the Ethiopian nationality law. The second is the national law. Okay, the Ethiopian nationality proclamation number, this one. This proclamation, students, this proclamation is enacted in accordance of course, this proclamation, the 2003 proclamation, is established by the House of People's Representatives. You know that these representatives are the legislative body. And this legislative body enacted a new law. A new law that's a proclamation about how one can acquire and lose citizenship. And established by the House of People's Representatives. And now the following principles are within the token of or in accordance with this proclamation number 378/2003. Therefore, accordingly, this proclamation is enacted in accordance to Article 6 and 33 of this 1995 FDR Constitution. Of course, this proclamation is established or enacted in accordance with. Why in accordance with? Any law cannot contravene the Constitution. Okay? Yeah. If it is possible, laws has to be emanated or derived from this fundamental law, the Constitution. And laws are enacted in accordance with, because they can't contravene. Okay? They can't stand against of the Constitution. Therefore, this proclamation is enacted in accordance to Article 6 and 33 of the 1995 FDR Constitution, and confirmed that a person can acquire Ethiopian citizenship either by birth or by naturalization, as we have said before. Either or by this, by birth, by blood, or by naturalization, by blood. Now, the modes of acquiring Ethiopian citizenship included in the 2003 Nationality Proclamation and as follows.
በትምህርት ከፍ ብሎ መብረር ይቻላል። ናሽናል አቪዬሽን ኮሌጅ የናሽናል ኤርዌይስ እህት ኩባንያ ከከፍተኛ ትምህርት አግባብነትና ጥራት ኤጀንሲ ሙሉ ዕውቅናን ባገኘንባቸው በማስተርስ ዲግሪ ኤምቢኤ በስትራቴጂክ ማኔጅመንት፣ ኤምቢኤ በባንኪንግ እና ፋይናንስ፣ ኤምቢኤ በቢዝነስ ሊደርሺፕ፣ ኤምቢኤ በሪስክና ኢንሹራንስ፣ ኤምኤስሲ በኢንተርናሽናል ትሬድ እና ኢኮኖሚክስ ዘርፎች በእውቀት ለመቅረጽ የበቁ ፕሮፌሰሮቻችን አረንጓዴ መብራታቸውን አብርተዋል። በነገራችን ላይ በኬንያ ሀገር ከሚገኙ ስመጥር ዩኒቨርሲቲዎች በሚመጡ ፕሮፌሰሮች የትኩረት መስክ ትምህርቶቹ መሰጠታቸው ልዩ ያደርገናል። በምርጥ የትምህርት ስርዓት የተገነባው ናሽናል አቪዬሽን ኮሌጅ በመጀመሪያ ዲግሪ በአቪዬሽን ማኔጅመንት፣ በሆቴል ማኔጅመንት፣ በአካውንቲንግና ፋይናንስ፣ በማርኬቲንግ ማኔጅመንት አስተማማኝ ትምህርት ይገቢውና ራስዎንና ሀገሮን ይለውጡ። አድራሻ 22 አደባባይ ወደ ሾላ በሚወስደው መንገድ ላይ ናሽናል አቪዬሽን ኮሌጅ የናሽናል ኤርዌይስ እህት ኩባንያ ህልሞን እውን ያደርጋል።
1. Acquisition by descent. Okay? Yeah. Acquisition by descent. What does it mean? Your descendants. Okay? Okay? Therefore, the 930 Ethiopian nationality law asserts that any person born in Ethiopia or abroad whose father or mother is an Ethiopian subject was say that. But in this Article 6 of Subarticle 1, the 1995 FD Constitution stated that any person of either sex, a mom or a dad, shall be an Ethiopian national where both or either parents are Ethiopian. Have you get a difference between this 1930 and this 1995? Okay. And 1930 does mean that's after that constitution. In this article, okay, yeah, in line with this, Article 3 of the 2003 Nationality Proclamation described two principles under the acquisition of Ethiopian citizenship by descent. 1. Any person shall be an Ethiopian national by descent where both or either. Therefore, an infant who is found abandoned in Ethiopia shall, unless proved to have a foreign nationality, be deemed to have been born an Ethiopian parent and shall acquire Ethiopian nationality. Yes, of course. An infant who is found abandoned in Ethiopia, okay, abandoned in Ethiopia, shall, unless approved by, to have a foreign nationality, unless this child has another nationality, will have get an Ethiopian citizenship. Accordingly, this proclamation, any person can't acquire Ethiopian citizenship, can't acquire Ethiopian citizenship through the principles of jus soli. Now, you know that jus soli is not working in Ethiopia. Jus soli is working, still I am highly informed, as in United States of America. I know it. Jus soli. But jus soli, any person from South Sudan, any person from Kenya, or any person from Djibouti, okay? A mom, a pregnant mom, will just, okay? Yeah, set free of her children in Egypt. Therefore, her children will not get Ethiopian citizenship, okay? Yeah. A Kenyan woman, okay, will born her children in Black Lion Hospital. Does not mean that these children will get later an Ethiopian citizenship. But you know that in case of Ethiopia, while people are very renowned or known in the stream of arts, in the stream of politics, or if they are financially free, at the eve of their labor, or, okay, at the eve of beginning of the children, they'll just, okay, stamp a visa and go to the United States of America and make their children both Americans and Ethiopians. Therefore, that's jus soli, since it's possible, the law of jus soli in America. And hope that some of you or few of you will have such history. History, and it's normal. It's not proudful and it's not shameful. It means that children born in the territorial administration of Ethiopia do not have the right to acquire Ethiopian citizenship. Obvious. Obvious. Okay? So, We have seen about acquisition by descent, now acquisition by law. As we have said that we can acquire citizenship by law. Because since the law prevents this opportunity, you'll just claim to be a citizen of that country, you'll pass processes, you should fulfill principles or fundamental laws accordingly with a common set of different institutions. Okay, we will see these institutions, which institutions are get together and allow a citizenship of another citizen to be an Ethiopian. Now, such acquisition by law or naturalization, according to Article 6 of sub-article 2 of the FDR Constitution, this constitution, the current constitution, also avers that, I am admitting you still now, avers that aliens or foreigners can get Ethiopian citizenship, but this naturalization, there are various ways of acquiring Ethiopian citizenship in accordance with the amended Ethiopian Nationality Proclamation of this one, and recognized by the provisions of this Nationality Proclamation. These are: 1, grant on application. You'll just apply. Okay, you'll write a letter or application form, or just making registration. Then it happens when an alien or a foreigner requests a host state to be granted citizenship status of that country. Question 1, but shall fulfill a certain requirement. 1, applicant's age matters. Okay, at what age you claim to be a citizen of that country? Okay, in accordance to Ethiopian proclamation, that's 18 and above. Unless your age is 18 and above, whatever your application is, you will not get it. 2, length of residence in that host country. For instance, in Ethiopia, for how many years you are just staying in Ethiopia, or in how many years you have been staying in the United States of America. Again, the criminal conviction. Okay, do you have a historic criminal act that's registered by a concerned body or institution? That matters. The criminal conviction. Okay, which laws you violated? Okay, the rights of, the traits of, the foreign, the military, or the others. What you have been violated that? The criminal conviction matters. Okay, any witness that can give a narration of your history, and if your history entered that medium, so your income again, your income, how much you are financially free just after your acquisition of that Ethiopian citizenship. Are you financially free, or are you going to just be dependent or with the support of that? That is your moral character. Okay, yeah, your moral character. There is a saying that while you are in Greek, you should act just like peoples of Greek. While you are in Ethiopia, you should act just like, if not just like an Ethiopians. If you stand against with the norm and the character or the foundation of the norms of Ethiopians, then you not get this Ethiopian citizenship. For instance, as I told you before, gay, lesbian, or homosexual marriage is not the moral foundation of Ethiopia. If you are lesbian and if you are just in a preferring of a homosexual marriage, homo marriage, the same sex, the same marriage, this moral character is not in accordance with the Ethiopians, then you will not get it. What's your moral foundation? Do you want to marry this same sex? Huh? Are you just, for instance, your ways of life is very hateful according to Ethiopians. You will not get the Ethiopian citizenship. Therefore, moral character matters. But their criteria vary from country to country. criteria. For instance, your moral character in Ethiopia and your moral character in America might be different. Therefore, such principles will vary from country to country. But in accordance to Ethiopia, this matters. Applicant shall get Ethiopian nationality if and only if he or she reach at the age of a majority, what we call it 18, lived in Ethiopia for a total of at least 4 years. 3, has sufficient and lawful source of income. Okay, income. Has sufficient and lawful. Your income has to be what? Legal source of income. Okay, it should not be illegal. It should not be through contraband. Okay, by other means. Okay, yeah, mischief, theft, vandalism, robbery, or sometimes, you know that some will have get this citizenship, but if their source of income is through theft, okay, you know that mostly what Tele announced to the public media, Tele, Ethio Telecommunication, okay, yeah, okay, how the different citizens from some countries, no need of mentioning, okay, engaged with some rude Ethiopians, okay, having a collaboration, are mostly, you know that, yeah, make an illicit and high-tech theft from this institution, okay, high-tech theft. The other is you have to have a good character. Good character. You know that in Ethiopia, what kind of character is good? In Ethiopia, what Ethiopia is like, what your fathers, your mom, your uncle, your aunt, your grandfathers like and dislike. You have to know this. Okay? Okay? Yeah. And he has not recorded criminal conviction. His or her previous nationality. Dual nationality sometimes not accepted. Okay? Yeah. While you are a citizen of Egypt and to be a citizen of Ethiopia, you have to consider it. You have to leave or totally cut off that previous nationality to be a citizen of Ethiopia. Okay? Dual citizenship. For instance, America, okay, and Israel don't like to be accept some, okay, persons of their previous nationality. For instance, from Russia, in case of America, in case of Israel, you can imagine. You can imagine. How can a state Israel will allow nationality from Iran, or because you can just have imagine about that individual's perception of that country. Therefore, while you are tended to give that nationality, you have to consider about their previous nationality. The Ethiopian nationality law considers this one, your previous nationality. And then it takes the oath. Later, you have to just, take oath, okay, of the allegiance indicated in Article 12 of this proclamation. Just now on, while I'm getting this, then, yeah, you will take oath. Now, citizenship by in case of marriage. Okay? Still, it's within the proclamation. An alien, a foreigner, who is married to an Ethiopian citizen, have the possibility of acquiring Ethiopian citizenship. Yet, but still now, there are certain preconditions. Okay? Preconditions. What? One, the marriage. The marriage shall be through in accordance with the law of Ethiopia or the state where the marriage is contracted. One. Okay? The marriage, the laws, in accordance with the laws. 2, the marriage shall lapse at least for 2 years. Okay? Okay? If your dad will be from Nigeria or Kenya and married your mom of Ethiopian, their marriage shall, give a record of 2 years at least. Third, the alien married to an Ethiopian citizen have to live in Ethiopia for at least 1 year. 1 year. If not, this will not be legalized. And then, the fourth, the alien have to reach the age of the majority. What that? The age of the majority in accordance with Ethiopian law? Yeah, hope that you will say 18. 18. Okay? The year of the majority. Therefore, we have this one. Okay? The fourth. And lastly, take the oath. ቃል ኪዳን መግባት አለበት። ቃለ መሐላ መፈጸም አለበት. Now on, has to take the oath and the allegiance stated under Article 12 of the proclamation. Okay? Yeah. What you are going to do just after having such nationality? Yeah, you have to take oath. Oath. Okay? ቃለ መሐላ ማለት ነው በአማርኛ። ቃለ መሐላ ትፈጽማለህ ወይ ትፈጽሚያለሽ? That is case of adoption. Adoption. ጉዲፈቻ. Adoption is not ጉዲፈቻ. Legitimating. This process whereby an illegitimate child gets citizenship of this Ethiopian status, he or she caretakers, okay, adopters, caretakers, okay, nationality matters. This process whereby an illegitimate child gets citizenship status of his or her caretakers, okay, caretakers. We know that we would have a good culture in Ethiopia in case of this adoption or ጉዲፈቻ, especially in the society of the Oromo. Okay? Yeah. In this Mogasa traditional system. And there are other Ethiopian societies, ethnic groups do have their own means of adopting these children or being caretakers. Okay? Yeah. But in case of this society, the Oromo society, it's a very best and fantastic, really. They do have a process with a very ceremonial. And others again, okay, others do have a better culture. After they took a children, okay, make them as their real children and that change their nationality accordingly. Therefore, in this case, Article 7 of the Nationality Proclamation asserted that a child adopted by and grown under the caretaker of an Ethiopian citizen, okay, yeah, you can adopt, you can take, you can receive a child of, okay, the other status, okay, from Djibouti might be, from South Sudan might be, from somewhere, then has the right to acquire Ethiopian citizenship, okay, but the child could get Ethiopian citizenship if the adopted child has not attained the age of the majority. You know that the age of the majority mean that? That child still should be under 18. Teenage has to be. Teenage. Okay? If above that, the decision is according to or respective of that children. Now, there are special cases to acquire citizenship. Still, there is a special case. Okay? We have seen about this. But now, as labeled in Article 8, an alien who has made an outstanding contribution in the interest of Ethiopia, For instance, you know that. Why? For instance, who is in a better condition to have get a citizen of German? Is that me, Mr. Abraham, or Haile Gebrselassie? Look, your contribution, your special talents in science, in art, in the field of sport, you will have get a better offer, a better privilege to have get that, because you will give a better what? Contribution of that country. Okay? If you are a scientist, you are welcome. If you are an artist and do have a better living condition, a better income, then you are better consumer. Then nations will need you. Okay? If you have something special and going to contribute a better for that country, you will be welcomed. Okay? Therefore, Ethiopia may be conferred with Ethiopian nationality by law without undergoing the preconditions stated in Article 5, Sub-Article 2, and 3 of this. That he or she is not required to live in Ethiopia for a total of 4 years and may lack the ability to communicate in any of the languages spoken in Ethiopia. Therefore, to be an Ethiopian student, you have to know that. Another foreign or alien to get Ethiopian citizenship, he has to at least speak a language of this a nation. From 80 nations nationality, a person has to speak a nation of at least Amharic might be, Afar Oromo might be, Tigray might be, Tigrinya, and others. Okay? Therefore, but now, special case, you will not be required to speak that language. The other one is readmission to Ethiopian nationality. When you will be readmitted, then this is a process by which a person acquires his or her lost citizenship again. Thus, a person who has lost Ethiopian citizenship status may get back Ethiopian nationality. However, there are requirements in which a person is expected to fulfill criteria. Now, is dual citizenship possible? Yes. How? Possible. Okay? If your mom is an Ethiopian and your dad is Kenyan, accordingly, the law of Kenya in your father, the law of Ethiopia in your mom, you will get two citizenship. In other cases, you do have a citizenship by blood in Ethiopia, then according to your application in America, you will have get citizenship by application in America, and you do have citizenship by birth and by blood in Ethiopia. Then dual citizenship is possible. Even tri-citizenship is possible. A person will have get 3 country citizenship. We can mention. Okay? Yeah, we can mention. Okay? As I told you. Dual citizenship is possible. Bear in mind. Ways of losing citizenship. When we lose citizenship. Okay? Okay? Yeah, let's postpone it for the coming period. Please remind me, let's stop here today. How or when we lost citizenship, somewhat its details, we will see it in the coming. Yeah, you can ask. You're welcome.
But some countries, they do not allow dual citizenship, so how is that possible? Does Ethiopia allow dual citizenship?
Yes.
Don't you have the, if you have another country's citizenship, one of the requirements, I think, is to give up that citizenship first if you choose Ethiopia to be an Ethiopian citizen.
Yeah, good. I told you that before. The possibilities. It depends on how. It depends. Dual citizenship sometimes needs a funnel trick and filtration. Why some countries do that? Because of safety, security, and fear of intelligence. Okay? Fear of intelligence, hack, or high-tech crime, and their national interest. What if our national interest will be if we allowed people from these countries? That's preconditions. But in normal condition, countries mostly will be forced to give this dual citizenship. How you can make it, just if your mom is from United States of America and your mom is, but sometimes countries will bring preconditions. Which countries do you want to be? If there is such conditions, but in normal conditions, countries allow. Okay, sometimes there might be political decisions. Okay, political decisions will happen. Then constitutional principles sometimes, proclaimed sometimes. Therefore, accordingly, countries prohibit this one. But in normal conditions, if you have a dual of either your mom, okay, from that, and either your dad is from that two countries, then you do have the possibility to have a citizen. For instance, let's say the Jewish, the Ethiopian Jewish, or what you call it, in their local nomenclature, Falasha. Okay? If your dad is an Ethiopian and your mom is just Israel, then you do have this both citizenship of the Israel and the Ethiopian. But there are conditions. Don't forget conditions. Okay? Yeah. Unless there is such conditions, the countries allows this citizenship. But you'll have a question: which do you want to be? Okay? While country is in fear of their national interest, security. Preconditions will be set unless dual citizenship is possible. Is it clear? Who are you? Havtamu, are you?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Is it clear, Havtamu?
Yeah, yes, it's clear.
Yeah, another question. If you do have.
I have one question about this lesson.
Okay, welcome. How are you?
Okay.
What's your name?
How about?
What's your
My
name?
name is Abdulwasa.
Abdurasa. Okay, Abdurasa. What's your question? Okay.
From Hargeisa Savella. From Hargeisa Savella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
How about the international law could accept the?
Yeah, good. Abdurasa, international law sometimes
will have two dual citizenship.
Yeah. International law matters. Abdurasa, international law matters. But when it could be, it matters while that country adopted that law. Unless Ethiopia adopted that law, ratified within the House of People's Representatives, that international law will not work in Ethiopia. International law works in Ethiopia while Ethiopia adopted that law. Okay? You know that domestication. Abdurasa, there is legal principles. Laws, international laws should be domesticated. Does mean this law has to be processed according to the laws of a country. For instance, in Ethiopia, if Ethiopia attempts to domesticate such international laws, first it has to pass through the House of People's Representatives or the legislative body. The legislative body has to confirm this law. After it has get a confirmation from this body, then that international law will serve as a national law. If such domestication is processed, established, then international law can be a law of Ethiopia. Unless Ethiopia accepted that law, it will not work. Therefore, it's not necessarily or mandatory a country to adopt that international law. A country may or may not adopt that law. But if it adopts once, then it has to strictly follow that international law. Therefore, what matters here, is that country domesticate, adopt, and then ratify and make it as her national law. That's the question. If once a country adopt and make it and processed and established, then Ethiopia will be governed by that. Or other country, just after adoption, ratification, establishment, then they are forced to do in accordance with that international law. Is it clear, Abdrasa? So it's better to stop here. Let's say bye-bye.
ልዩነት መፍጠር ዓላማችን ነው። ዓለም አቀፍ ተወዳዳሪ መሆን አለባችሁ። የናሽናል ኤርዌይስ እህት ኩባንያ ናሽናል አቪዬሽን ኮሌጅ ጥራትና ደረጃውን የጠበቀ ስልጠና በመስጠት ብቁ ዜጋ እያፈራን ነው። በፍላይት ኦፕሬሽን፣ በበረራ መስተንግዶ፣ በቲኬቲንግና ሪዘርቬሽን፣ በሆቴልና ቱሪዝም ሙያዎች አሰልጥነን ተወዳዳሪ እናደርጉታለን። ኮሌጃችን ካናዳ ከሚገኘው ኢንተርናሽናል ኤር ትራንስፖርት አሶሲዬሽን አያታና ከእንግሊዙ ICM ጋር በመተባበር ዓለም አቀፍ ዕውቅና ያለው ስልጠና እየሰጠ ይገኛል። በፍላይት ኦፕሬሽን፣ በበረራ መስተንግዶ የምንሰጣቸው ስልጠና ከኢትዮጵያ ሲቪል አቪዬሽን ባለስልጣን ሙሉ ዕውቅና አለው። አድራሻ ከጎላጉል ታወር 22 አደባባይ ወደ ሾላ በሚወስደው መንገድ ላይ የናሽናል ኤርዌይስ እህት ኩባንያ ናሽናል አቪዬሽን ኮሌጅ ህልሞን